Good morning to you and welcome to Everyday Money Matters on Lagos Talks 91.3 FM. My name is Adu, and when you hear that tune, you know it's time for us to talk about money. And of course, I'm never alone on this platform. I'm joined with me every single Wednesday with the money team. And today, the finance man is in the building, Olumide Adeshina. Good morning, Olumide. How you doing today?
Good morning, Adu. It's nice to be on your show once again. Yeah, thanks
Great
for
to
having
have you
me.
here. You're
Yeah.
looking fresher than the last time I saw you. What's your secret?
I think might be the cryptos that are doing so well
Ah,
now.
cryptos that are encrypted into your finance. Well, good to have you
Exactly.
here,
Yeah.
Olumide. So, of course, as always, Everyday Money Matters, we try to address your questions, give an opportunity for you to join the conversation and allow you to participate by asking questions regarding financial decisions and finance in general. And Olumide is from Nairametrics and who are friends and partners who are helping us bring this program to you. Of course, Olumide, before we get into it, there's been a lot that's happened in the past couple of days, considering the new president in the US and many other things have happened. What's going on right now in the economy and in our own space here locally, considering all that's gone on?
Yeah. Thanks again, Adu. Literally to sequel to the previous week, we had the new president
Mhm.
inaugurated on the 21st of January. That's Joe Biden, and
Mhm.
he came with a fiscal expansive approach by saying that he was going to support businesses that small businesses and individuals that have been wrecked by the worst pandemic in humanity. Don't forget that a lot of businesses are presently shut and a lot of people still remain indoor. And the mortality rate grew above 500,000 in North America, and that's really disturbing the world's largest economy's momentum. So he brought in expansive approach by just releasing $1.9 trillion support for COVID-19 programs. And of course, that will trickle down to Africa's biggest economy. Don't forget that Nigeria is import driven, and Nigeria depends on almost anything that other players around the world because we have little factories and stuff like that. But albeit it may, inflation has risen to a point of 15.75, and a lot of people were complaining and expecting that the monetary policymakers ruled by Emefiele and his team would increase rates and try and tighten liquidity. But I was impressed that the NPR that some days ago that was decided rate was left unchanged and all metrics too well, meaning that the Apex Bank is satisfied with the prevailing macros happening in Nigeria's economy. I want to use the opportunity to explain to people that the fiscal policymaker so far in the Nigerian economy has done pretty well. We shouldn't forget that we at one point had our foreign reserve falling almost as low as 30 billion barrels. That was about 11 months ago, and now it's hovering about 36.5 billion. And you know that based on the fact that Nigeria is part of the OPEC OPEC group that they try to support prices, Nigeria had to reduce their uh, pumping volume to about 1.3 to 1.4. So, in spite of the fact that crude oil prices are rallying about $55 per barrel, so much upside has not seen in revenue because if you multiply that with our usual 2 million barrels we produce, those net gains are not really prevailing. But the Apex Bank has been able to tighten and come up with monetary policies that are working in a very large degree. For example, now exporters were recently warned that gone are the days that you export and you will not remit within a certain period of time, and they will be sanctioned. In fact, if you don't return funds at certain period of time, if whether you're a manufacturer or an explorer, you'll be fined. And I think you will not even be allowed to use the banks. So I think that was a good signal. And I think I'm just sending this to send a message to the fiscal policymakers because no matter how good a monetary policy maker is, it's just like the heart, having a good heart and not having a good brain. The body becomes dysfunctional. So I think we need fiscal empowerment, and the synergy needs to grow. Like, for example, the border opening, yes, is a good one. We've achieved a certain degree of capacity, production capacity by some companies, and you can see that our stock market recently shows that some companies are really doing impressively well. But how big that may be, we expect that more investment into the digital economy and areas like blockchain and apprentice services, because this is the new era where we need intellectual skills and empowerment, because the COVID-19 pandemic has definitely disrupted the economic ecosystem. We have moved to an era of industrial age to now a digital economy. So I think the narrative is that Nigeria needs to start looking towards that angle and invest in such areas. Although we are showing good signs, like Nigeria has one of the most valuable um, fintech companies in the world in Africa. I'm talking of the likes of InterSwitch, which is valued about $1 billion. If you look at Paystack, recently acquired by Stripe for $200 million, it shows you that Nigeria's ecosystem is not doing bad. But we can do so much more based on our intellectual skills and our population. Thank you.
Wow, Olumide, that's a very illuminated perspective to things. Okay, so I'll just dive into the questions that we have already, and you can also send in yours to us at our on our WhatsApp platform, 0809-234-5913, 0809-234-5913. So I'll start from here. This person says, "Dear team, please, does my shares in the erstwhile Japool Oil automatically transferred to Japool Gold?" So I think the person bought shares in Japool Oil, and I think that's no longer exists. But now there's Japool Gold. So it's asking, is my shares being transferred automatically? Olumide, what do you think?
Yeah, that's really what happened. The ticker was changed, and I think announcement was made some months ago. In fact, Metrics covered that article. So if the listener followed our articles and other leading financial firms, you would have gotten that information. Basically, what really happened was that they were more into the downstream and oil energy sector, and they were not doing as much as anticipated, and they felt that they need to diversify. And I think what Paul Jegede did was a smart move, because moving to solid minerals now at the time at which we have inflationary bubble in different markets would really push support prices. So at one point, the stock was even trading as high as 1.52, and presently now is about 75 kobo prevailing. So it has done well since it has moved from that point to that point. So it's simply, all you just need to do is that if you had that stock, automatically it switches by itself. So there's no brainer that the stock is not more the same. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So, let's move on to other questions here. This one is asking and saying, "Sir, I want to learn how to make money through affiliate marketing."
Okay.
Affiliate marketing. That's an
Yeah.
interesting.
Hey.
Oh, Godre, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Adu. How you doing?
I'm wonderful today. Looking all lovely,
Hey.
your nice attire. So
Thank you, man. Trying to look ready. Look great for the week. It's a hump day, you know.
I know, I know. So okay, thankfully you're in now, so we can all just have a very robust conversation on these things. So before you came in, Ugodre, there's a person who's asking about learning how to make money through affiliate marketing. So
Oh,
it's a quite a big
that's
question.
good.
You want to jump in?
Yeah. So I guess to answer that question, you have to first of all define what affiliate marketing is, right? So affiliate marketing basically is using a platform, right, or your own platform, to help market other people's products. So see it like you own a, maybe like on this radio show, or you got a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and then people come listen to your podcast, and then in your podcast you can direct them right, to go and buy a product. And you say, if you want to buy a product, if you want to buy this product, go to nairametrics.com/podcast/that product, right? Or go to lagosstocks91.3.com/that product. So when they go to your website /that product, that link, and they click and they buy, you get a commission off it. Okay, that's basically how it works. So you get a commission off that product. So to be an affiliate marketer, you've got to have a platform where people can come and buy things, from your side, and things that are listed by other companies or other sellers. And so that way you're able to monitor your commissions and your income, and then you can get your claim back from your customer. So that's basically how it works. So to do that, you got to have a platform. I don't know what platform he has. People do it through social media sometimes. So if you've got a very good Instagram page and you've got a lot of followers, you can do affiliate marketing as well. A lot of celebrities do that. So you can say, I'm marketing this cream or this perfume. If you want to buy it, just click on my bio with the link, right? So usually when they click on your bio, it goes into a link that now goes into the website where you can make the actual purchase. So between you and the company that you're doing the affiliate marketing with, you guys would have signed a deal already. So they use that to track how many conversions or how many sales they are able to get through your link or through your pages. So that's how you do it. So to be a good affiliate marketer, you got to start first by growing your numbers, man. You got to have a lot of people following you, grow your numbers, have very good content on your social media page. People like you a lot, and then people trust you, and then they can always now go for the things that you endorse. But you got to make sure that you endorse products that you also know are very good, because endorsing bad products or marketing bad products could also damage your own brand, right? So that's how it works, Adu.
Wow, very, very elucidated. I appreciate it, because now you put some ideas in my head. Okay.
You want to be an affiliate marketer?
No, I didn't say anything. No, I just said you put ideas in my head.
Okay,
right.
I hear you.
So here's another question that is kind of similar to that previous one, but this person is asking with regards to exporting. It says, I would love to start exporting, but person now says, but I don't know anything about it. I would love to learn. What are the steps I need to take?
Olumide, you want to take a shot at that, or you want me to answer it?
Okay. First of all, the listener needs to do a background check on what product he wants to export, or what item is trying to consider. In relationship to Nigeria's exporting reforms, and we have the National Export Promotion Council that authorizes exporting items except metals. So he needs to go to that channel to, first of all, he has to register the business first. He has to register the business, and he has to show that he understands, he has a good understanding about the business. Then he needs to understand also where he's exporting the item to. For example, if you're exporting apples, you need to know what kind of apples your intended customer, you need to do a background check on your customers and how you preserve those items, because some of them are perishable, some of them require transparent packaging, some of them require a form of preservative. So all those things are taken into considerations, and I think those ones are, you can really get to know all those things based on your level, your acumen on such information, or you can check the websites on those kind of products. I think the most important thing about what the listener needs to get in view is that you need to make sure your product is competitive, because when you want to export an item, you have to show that your product has a kind of unique and very good variance. Whether the color is good, for example, is not doesn't get bad easily. It has little moist, because the customs might reject it. Your product might not go through the border. So Those are the things he needs to consider. Then the good thing about it is that you can earn foreign exchange. When you send those items across, you earn foreign exchange. So it brings additional income. The only thing that he really needs to focus is how to improve the product and what kind of product is considering. If it's metals, if it's considering metals, which is much easier but a bit complicated, he has to go through the solid minerals department, where that's where he gets approval for metals, because those are the two agencies that regulate exporting items in Nigeria. So he either needs to go through the solid minerals, and that's if you are trading gold, ore, and things like that. You need to show your expertise in how the quality, the rating, the value, and all those things. So basically, that's what it's all about.
All right, thank you, Olumide, for that. So now let's move into the final lap as we begin to take a home run. Lots of other questions here seem to be on the crypto lane. So most likely we just kind of bring them all together. A listener says, are cryptocurrencies safe to invest in? If so, which one would you advise I invest in? A second question, as a rider to that, says, please, what's the best platform to buy and hold cryptocurrency? The person says, I have these in mind, Luno or Coinbase. I think we can merge those two together.
Okay.
All right. So I'll take the second one. Olumide will take the first, right? So to the second one, I wouldn't want to mention markets where you can buy cryptos. That would basically be advertising. However, the two markets you mentioned are fine. They're good. There are also local exchanges that you can also use. So if Adu had an affiliate marketing page, maybe I would have mentioned that you go to Adu's page to buy from there, but he doesn't have. So, but there are local ones. I mean, maybe you want to check Nairametrics website for a few. I think we have a few listed there that you can go to. But be very careful. Make sure that they're legitimate websites where they have very good, track record. But like I said, check Nairametrics website for for websites where you can go buy forex, where you can buy cryptocurrencies from. So I think Olumide can take the first question more elaborately for you.
Okay, yeah. First of all, what the listener needs to understand is that crypto are basically just virtual currencies, meaning that the currencies, the way paper currency work, they work virtually. So there are so many, like I earlier said, about over 5,000 cryptocurrencies. But what's very amazing is that each of them, most of the time, have a unique fundamental. And how do you know the unique fundamental? Is by checking the white paper. For example, the most popular one, the flagship crypto, that's Bitcoin, has a very finished supply, meaning that it has a limited amount. And just as I'm speaking to you, about 18.9 has been minted. So we have about 2 million, about 2 million plus to go. And that's what makes it very valuable, because out of that 18 million, some has been lost. So in the case of Bitcoin, some people use it for wealth preservation, which is understandable, because you could see that in just 10 years, it has given a return of more than 33 million%, and it's arguably the most best performing asset of modern era. So that is one. Then if you look at it, depending on what the objective of the listener is, for example, I keep most of my assets in stable coins. Stable coins are primarily coins that are pegged to the currency that you use. For example, there are coins like Tita, Circle, Binance Coin, that FTTX coins that you can really save your money against inflation. So, for example, if you think that you are not comfortable with the way inflation is moving, you keep your funds in stable coins. There are also coins that gives you interest, that you earn interest for, just like you keep your Bitcoin, the way you keep your money in the bank. So there are cryptos that that gives you returns on investments automatically. That's been, yeah. And we also have cryptocurrencies that also perform a lot of technical applications, which are used by big firms like Google and other leading banks. If you look at Ethereum, for example, it's a utility currency, utility crypto that is used almost on anything from logistics to. So it has so many uses. It has so many uses, and the narrative is that you need to understand that your purpose is the major objective. So if it's going for wealth preservation, the flagship crypto is key. It's going for utility or functionality, then Ethereum is also good. But if it's going for, it wants to keep his funds stable and it wants to use it at any time, then stable coins are ideal. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Olumide. So still on the crypto lane, this person says, please, what does it mean to buy pro real real-time trade software in
Okay.
Bitcoin investment? And
Okay.
says, is it necessary for an individual to buy it? Pro real-time trade software. Do
Yeah.
you want to?
It's basically a third-party software. It's just like what you see in the Bloomberg terminal, you see in banks, or you see CQG or Refinitiv used by commodity trading firms. It's just a third-party software that gives you better functionality. Don't forget that in finance, the best things don't come free. So there are certain programmers that develop these trading softwares where you can have additional functions. For example, I use CQG and has worked for me over the time, and and banks, like I said, use Bloomberg. So it's just pretty a third-party software. But if you want to trade cryptocurrencies, you don't really need all those kind of, except you are more of a scalper or more of a swing day trader that you really want to gain a lot from the price differentials. A lot of people can just buy and hold cryptocurrencies by just having a wallet. By just all you just need to do is log in, create a wallet, and you can just. But if you want to track price movement in a very advanced stages, then those softwares are pretty much, but they come with a price tag on it. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Now, this question, Ugo Dre, I hope you're still on board. You probably can help
Yes,
us.
I am.
A man says he's asking which among the fintechs providing platforms enable you to trade in the U.S. stock market from Nigeria in penny stocks. So,
Hmm.
allowing you to buy penny stocks from the U.S. stock market. How do you go about it? It's asking which of the platforms or fintechs would allow you to do that.
There are a number of them. Why are you guys making me want to just advertise people's businesses, right? We don't want to do that on this show. But
They could probably
okay,
go
you know
to the
what?
website.
I mean, like, hop onto Nairametrics website or come to. We actually have a discussion board on Nairametrics. It's forum.nairametrics.com. So come there, and then we can always give you a lot of all these links that you can go to. But there are two major ones that you can use. I'm not going to name their names, but two major ones that you can go to if you want to buy forex, you want to buy stocks listed on a foreign stock exchange that you can go to. I do also see another question from one of the participants, one of the participants here, and he's saying, what's happening with insurance stocks? Insurance stocks are having a rally since late last year, and this is basically because of the recapitalization rules or requirements that insurance companies need to meet. So they've got to meet their recapitalization requirements by mid this year. So you're seeing a lot of investors moving into insurance stocks because they believe that there's probably going to be a rally soon. And then when results come out, some of them might also pay dividends. So people are basically taking position. So if you subscribe to the Nairametrics newsletter, you probably would have seen a lot of all this in our newsletter. So that's what's happening in insurance stocks. Now, for a lot of our crypto pundits out there, there's going to be a crypto webinar at the end of this month, I think, next weekend. And in that crypto summit, we're going to be delving into a lot of the questions that you guys are asking. So rest assured that we will treat all your questions and a lot more about cryptocurrency. It's happening this Saturday, by the way, not next, this Saturday. So if you haven't subscribed, go quickly now. Go to the Nairametrics website and look for the links and subscribe, or go to any of our social media handles. You see the link up there, and then you can subscribe and join this webinar. Adu, I think you should join as well. You don't want to make money off crypto?
I said you put ideas in my head. That affiliate something is just a very easy way to make the year look greasy. Okay, I think we can still squeeze in one more question just as we bring this to a home run. This one is asking about investors interested in African ed tech sector.
Ed tech, that's education tech sector.
Okay.
Okay. So what's his question?
It says, can you help with network of investors?
Well, not on this show. Not on this show.
Okay.
Yeah, there are angel networks out there who invest in education. So EdTech is basically companies that use technology to drive education, right? So either by providing solutions that schools can use to help teach their students or help manage their operations. So there are a number of them out there, but I don't think there's enough time for us to go into listing all those companies. Not enough time.
All right. Then so for the webinar on Saturday, all they have to do is go to nairametrics.com.
Yes, or easily or more easily go to any of our social media handles. You can get that, or nairametrics.com/webinar. And then you see list of all our webinars, and then definitely you see the crypto one out there, and then you can click on it.
Awesome. Thank you, Godre. It was good seeing you today. And
same here.
Olumide, thank you for being here. You have a wonderful rest of the day, and
all right,
be affiliating very soon.
All right, bye guys. See ya.
Bye. Yes.